Hey guys, welcome to Drupal Learn. Today we're going to see how to use Git on a Drupal project. So Git is nothing but a version control system, and a version control system is basically used to keep track and history of the files that has been committed in a source code. To be put simply, let's say you have a project where multiple people are working on it and multiple people are making changes to multiple files and even same files at times. That case, after couple of days, you would like to make changes to the existing file or revert the changes what you have done previously. In that case, manually handling these changes would be difficult. So that's why we go for a version control system. So let's go ahead and get started. Now let's go to our Drupal installed directory, Drupal learn. Now first, this is not a git clone repo. This is just manual Drupal installation directory. So there is no git available right now. You can check that by initiating the command git status. As you can see, it clearly shows not a git repository or any of the parent directories. So there is no git directory in it. The directory would be named .git. Now let's also fire up our directory. As you can see, there are only two files and 4 directories, and if you show the hidden files, you can very well see there is no git.git directory. So we can be sure that there is no git initialized here. Now let's go ahead and initialize git by issuing the command git init and do git init. So as you can see here, the git directory is being created here. Now we will use the configuration stuff for our git. So git config username is Drupal learn. So every commit that you make from now on will be named under this name, and we would also want to configure our email. So user.email is dealer@gmail.com. Now, if you issue the command git status, you can see it is on branch master and there's no commits yet, and all of this comes under untracked files, and git says you to use git add and the file name to include in what will be committed. Nothing added to commit, but untracked files present. Since we haven't added any files yet, those are being considered as untracked files. So we need to include git add to include these files. Now git add, we can issue dot. The dot operator here means it includes every files that are being listed under untracked files. However, in this case, we don't want every files needs to be committed. We only need the composer.json, composer.log, and the web, and nothing else. Also, we would want to exclude certain directories within the web. So in order to do that, we need to create a git ignore file here. So let's create a git ignore file in this directory. vi.git ignore. As you can see, a git ignore should be created now. Now let's just make an entry here. The first thing that we need to exclude here is, let's go into the web. As I said earlier, we need to exclude certain directory inside the web. We don't need to track that. The first thing would be the core. So you can type in /core/star, which means anything within the subdirectory. Now next, we don't need the modules directory as well. Then inside the sites, we don't need anything. Now for now, we'll just hold on with this. We also need some more directories that needs to be excluded, which we will come to the later part. However, we will stick with this right now. Now let's go ahead and save this file. Now if you include git status, you can see the git ignored file is here. We also need to commit this file. Now before committing, since these are all in an untracked state, you need to add the files. Now let's add them. Git add dot git ignore composer dot json composer dot log web. And yeah, we just need to make one more entry here. We don't need the vendor directory as well, so let's open the file before adding it. Let's put it in the text editor itself. So vendor, let's check the web directory. Yeah, so we will add this. It's going to take some time since the web involves a multiple directory and a lot of stuffs in those, so it's going to take some time. We'll just wait for that. Yeah, as you can see very well, it's been added. Now if you put in git status, as you can see here, those 4 folders haven't been included. Let's open this git ignore file once again. Okay, vendor is being included there. Came out. Just include git status. Now we've just added the files. The next step would be to commit them. So in order to commit the added file, git commit -m a valid message on why you are committing these files. Let's just say, since it's a fast commit, let's put initial commit, and then we will add everything. We'll include the web directory, the just include the dot git ignore first, and then composer.json file, and then composer.log file, and then the web directory. Yeah, now if you can see git status, everything's been committed, only the untracked files are being shown. Now in order to see the commit message, we just need to use this command git log. Use this, as you can see here, this is our first commit and the initial commit, and this is the commit ID. Now let's see further things in our next tutorial. Thank you guys.